Hello. When I started going out with my narcissist, I knew he was trouble. I could just tell from a mile away, minute one. And as we were dating and in the beginning, I said to him, I took the time to say to him, look, I'd like to explain something to you. And he said, what? I said, if you ever want to step out of this relationship, I would like for you to just do me one favor. I want you to just tell me. This is what I told him. I want you to tell me. I want you to tell me before it happens so that you're not risking my life with A, catching anything, B, doing something behind my back and making it real and coming home and pretending. No, just tell me. And I said, when you do that, you have to then face what I may come back with. I might say, okay, I'm going to have a weekend and you'll have a weekend. Or I might say, goodbye, knock yourself out, see you in another lifetime or never. Or I might, you know what I mean? But when I explained to him that if you just go ahead and do something, you're taking my choice away from me as to how I will handle that new information. If that information is kept behind my back, then I'm making a choice to be with you and I don't have all the facts. I don't like being kept in the dark. I don't like it. I don't keep people in the dark about me and my personality. I don't like being kept in the dark. So he agreed. Sure, I'll do that. Okay, fine. Now, obviously, this was in the beginning. I was just getting to know him. I didn't even know about narcissistic personality disorder. Or there are people that embark on the journey just to devalue you. I didn't know any of that. The lying for me, which is the part about the gaslighting, is the real problem. It's the denial. It's the gaslighting. And if you're just tuning in and you're not sure what gaslighting is, that is where they make you think you're nuts for even suggesting that they are stepping out. You suspect them, you say something, they deny, they call you psychotic, crazy, insane. Well, guess what? That cycle of you knowing the truth, you stating the truth, and them telling you you're psycho, crazy, insane, and nuts will make anyone psycho, crazy, insane, and nuts. That is where the behavioral problems on the victim's end come into play. Because I gotta say, the act happens. Okay, if that's all it was, and then they come in, I mean, imagine for 1 second if it were all honesty, and the act happens, and then they come in, and they, I just want to be told. They would never do that. But it happens all the time that there are affairs in marriages and people cheat on each other and there was a reason and then they work it out and the person is up. Imagine someone coming home and saying, I'm so sorry, we were having trouble, I was feeling such and such, I've been having an affair, but I love you, I want to work it out. I've told the lady that I don't want to be with her or guy. I just want to be... There's things that happen between people. I am not here to judge and say that every single person who's ever cheated on anybody is an evil person. Things happen between people. I don't know what was happening with their partner that they had to step out. They could have a reason. There could be things between them or not between them that someone needs to go seek elsewhere. I don't know. I am never one to judge. So when people, oh, my husband cheated on me, my wife cheated. Okay, well, that's... I'm not going to say that they're, the person that was cheated on was, poor them and evil you. Who knows why people cheat? But when the lying comes in and the incessant denial, not one time did you cheat no, and then the next time they were honest. No. Gaslighting is the incessant denial to the point that they make you feel you're losing your mind and they insult you in the process and call you names and call you psychotic and say that you're crazy. It's an evil, evil, evil loop that you end up with with the narcissist. Because they've committed the act and now they're going to lie about it. To me, that's the real problem. Now, if it ever were to be, now I didn't know anything about the disorder, but if it ever were to be that he came to me and said, I just feel the need to get online and date and see what else is out there. And first of all, they would never do that because they need to complete the cycle. They absolutely need to call you crazy and have you guess and deny it and make you feel bad about yourself. That's part of their cycle that they crave. They don't just crave the cheating part. That part didn't even mean anything to them. They have to devalue the person they're with right now. So, but even if he were honest, they would never have the strength and courage to accept what I came back with. Like, for example, I might say, okay, I'm leaving you. Or I'm doing it too. Or no, you can't. Or I don't know. But the point is, you have to have the strength to come to someone. I don't think that's a hard thing to do. You've expressed to me right out loud. You've told me, I said you're like a player from a mile away. That was the word I used to think of it. From a mile away. Do me a favor. If you ever want to, just let me know. I'm a good kid. I don't want to be dragged through any mud. I'm not here for that. Not a hard request. But it's impossible for them. The whole secrecy, the game of it to them, and then you guessing, and sometimes they triangulate you and let you know a little bit so that you do get jealous and then you do question their behavior. It's all part of their plan. And then you question their behavior and then boom, they lie, and now you're in that cycle. And that can last 6 months, 10 years. And you're going and you're churning in your head and you're churning in your stomach. And it's not just that someone cheated on you. That's not what it is. Like I said, that's almost regular, unfortunately, and it happens all the time. And even if, okay, it might not even be a gaslighting situation. Maybe that there's cheating and the husband doesn't come home, or the wife, and tell the spouse, but neither spouse suspects. I'm sure that happens all the time too. And the unknowing spouse is just moving through life, not knowing, blissful, thinks everything's fine, doesn't know a thing. Okay. That's not good. And that's not right either, because they're being betrayed. And people might say, well, ignorance is bliss. She doesn't know, or he doesn't know they're being. I'm not saying that's right or proper on the perpetrator's part. What I am saying, though, is they're not making their spouse think they're nuts. And I would hope that if it does come to light in a couple like that, well, unless he's a narcissist or she's a narcissist, maybe they say, yes, I'm sorry, we were, whatever the reason people do those things are. If somebody commits a transgression and they are honest about it, and then you work on it as a couple, that can work all the time. Now, my narcissist tried, and I want to warn you against this, he tried to make me think he was going to work on it. They don't. If you've already known and identified your husband or boyfriend or whatever, or girlfriend or wife as a narcissist, and you know it, you know that they are, I promise you, they will not work on anything. They'll make you think that they are. Oh, yeah, big time. They'll lay it on thick, too. They'll make you think that they're working on it, and they'll make you think, and then out of the other side of their mouth will be a sentence or something indicating to you that they're going to falter. My narcissist, in the end, was trying to promise me the moon, and then within the same 5 minutes, I would hear, God, I'm such a jerk. Because he was already having thoughts of doing other things. Couldn't even hold it together for an hour. I mean, they're these insidious creatures, and they are unaware of it. They don't understand their own cycle, but you are aware of it. They don't know from 1 minute to the next what they're going to do. They just know they have to crush you, but they don't understand what act that's going to take. And the more you take, the more they're going to give. I'm a pretty tough kid. So he really had a lot of chances and did everything he could to crush me. And so you might have a tolerance level that's like this, and you might say, that's it, goodbye. And then that narcissist is gone, and you got them out of your life, and you had one transgression, and I commend you. Because many of us stick with it for a long time. And it is definitely the lying that's the real problem. So you start to, I think, almost lessen the importance of the cheating and work on the lying problem with your narcissist. I think that's what I started to do. The cheating is a huge problem too. That's a huge problem. They think they could just be out gallivanting. I'm not saying that part's not the problem. But that incessant denial and its repeated behavior, because you know it, he knows it, everyone knows it. So you're not, I wasn't going to stop bringing something up until the truth came to light. And of course, we never get the full truth, right? So he could deny all day long. And sometimes I'm going to sit here and talk until you say it's true. You know if something happened. Please do not let your narcissist make you think you're nuts if you knew something happened. And there's nothing worse than finding it out, and when you've been saying it and saying it and saying it and saying it and it finally comes out. Mine came out because I would break my narcissist down. He would finally go, oh my God, you're right. You've been right the whole time. I can't believe that you know that. How could I not know it? You think you're good at hiding things? Oh my God. They think they're smart, that they're getting away with it. If you know it and you're not just being paranoid and whatever, but if you know what you know, don't let them no, I'm not psychotic. You're evil by making me think I'm psychotic for thinking that you did something that we both know you did. I'm not talking to you again until this is settled. That's what I'm not discussing anything, nothing, ever again. And I should have just left. Don't get me wrong. We can go back and forth with that all day long, and but you don't leave because you're in it and you're not aware of the disorder. And even once you're aware of the disorder, you're hanging on to the truth and the hope that your guy or girl is not a narcissist. Maybe you've misdiagnosed them. I went through that. Once I learned about the disorder and I was hanging out and being friends and I was like, well, maybe there's still hope. I definitely had that moment. Maybe he's not a full-blown narcissist. Maybe he has a lot of behaviors similar to the narcissist. And maybe there's a big difference between just the gaslighting and the plain old cheating. And I use that language on purpose to punctuate that I would take plain old cheating over the gaslighting that goes with the narcissist's cheating. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not trying to say I want that in a relationship either. Heck no. It's not acceptable. I even said to him, I said, well, if you want to do that, then let me know. Maybe I'll say, hey, we'll have an open relationship. Hey, we'll all get together. Hey, you go your way, I go mine. We'll meet up in a year. Like, he didn't know what I would say. But they don't have the courage to approach you and allow you to make the choice. They're just going to do the cheating, and then they're going to lie. God, the lying part just kills me. It really kills me. It just is, because they just won't be truthful. And I just detest a liar. I just can't. And you might say, well, don't you detest a cheater? Of course I do. Of course I do. But as I stated earlier, I make room for, if there are problems between two people, that stuff's been happening for light years. Now, again, I prefer the person come to me and say, look, I've been feeling this way or that. I can feel this coming on. I would to somebody. look, I'm not feeling great about this relationship right now. We either have to break up or fix it. Break up or fix it. You either cheat or you divorce. That's it. So if you don't have the courage to divorce, you're going to cheat. I don't respect that. Nope. Get your divorce, get your life in order, get your propers, and then go get, I don't understand it. No, you can't get both. And I think that's deplorable behavior. Even if there were no lying or gaslighting. Do not confuse what I'm saying. That's deplorable behavior. The whole point is I prefer honesty. Whether it's a narcissist or not, whether it's a fixable affair or not, whether it was justified or they gaslight you, I prefer honesty. Just let each other figure it out together. And if you think that you don't want to, I don't want to lose her, I don't want to lose the relationship, but then what? You can't just be out there in the world and be in here with your person. No. Whether it's plain old cheating or gaslighting. No. So if that's what any of you are doing or dealing with, I'm sorry if you're dealing with it. And if you're doing it, stop. Just be honest. Have courage. Yeah, you might lose the person. Sure. That's right. Be a big boy. You want to do big boy activities? Be big boy. Put your big boy panties on and deal with it like a big boy. Or girl. Stop with the absolute evil. The lying, the deceit is the part that makes people insane. And that's the meanest thing you can do to somebody. But I just wanted to point out that distinction. Because I think it's important to realize just how evil these people are. That gaslighting is nasty business. And if you've had it done to you, you identify. So don't put them in a box of just plain old cheater. No. That's bad enough. They are plain old cheater times a billion, times infinity, till the end of time. Because they lie and gaslight about it. I will never change my mind. It is so much worse what they do.